All right, hey everybody, welcome back to the eBay shop. My name's Corey.
I'm Teresa.
And we are Grams and Pops Vintage, and today we're going to give you the cheat codes to eBay reselling.
Some of our cheat codes that we have.
Oh no, we're going to share everything. We're not going to hold anything back. No, we put
that
together...
That would take like all day, forever and a day.
You're making people think we got a lot of cheat codes and we're smart. It's not that complicated. No.
We don't.
It's not that secret. We put together a list of about 9 things that we think are kind of... I don't know, after doing this for a few years, it's almost a bit of a hack if you know these. If we'd have known them in the beginning, it probably would have helped us considerably in one way or another. Mm-hmm. So we're going to give you about 9 of those. Well, we're going to give you the whole list, 9 of them. That's what we got. And I know there's more. Hopefully when we're done, you guys could share some of yours in the comments. So,
I like to share. I like to be friendly, so share with us. First
things first, let's look at a few things that sold.
Oh my God, I can't believe this item sold. But we sold a Microsoft Xbox 360 Kinect sensor bar, model blah, blah, blah. Tested and working.
Model blah, blah, blah. That's it right there. It's one of the first things we bought the very first season of reselling.
Yeah, and we held on to it.
I don't know why we bought it, to be honest.
You bought it and you paid up for it. You paid $5 for that.
I was thinking video games. I was thinking that would be actually worth purchasing, and turns out it wasn't a good buy, and it sat forever. What'd that sell for?
$9.99 plus shipping.
So all in all, with it taking up the shelf space and selling for that amount, paying fees and everything else, we probably lost money on it. But it's gone. Mistake is over.
Next item came out of our estate sale buyout. It is a Peak candle power cordless rechargeable spotlight.
Yep, big old spotlight, still in the package.
It's heavy.
It is a heavy, it's a heavy spotlight. So that was in our estate sale buyout.
Yep, we have a couple things.
Our only estate sale buyout.
Yeah, we've been selling the crap out of that stuff.
Yeah, we're
like it's almost every day we sell something out of that storage, out of that estate sale.
We're doing really well. Well, that estate sale's paid off. Like we're well in the profit. Everything, it's been gravy on that for a while. So what did that sell for?
$28.99.
There you go. All right, guys, welcome to another sticker feature, and we are going to go see who's on the door today.
Yes, we are.
Ooh, that was kind of smooth. We didn't even mess up.
No, you didn't mess up.
All right.
The picker's ready.
Randomize it. And
that was a new one we just got, and they just got stickers.
Yep, the new stickers from Flippin' Fantastic Podcast. Previously, whoops, I'm knocking stuff down. Previously, Mo and Alicia's podcast.
Mo 87 Official and Alicia Inked Picker, but now it's Mo 87 Official and Beach by Repeat. Amy, bye.
Yep, so go check out Flippin' Fantastic and tell them Grams and Pop sent you. All right, so the first one, and we don't have these in any particular order. The first one is one we just started using recently ourselves. I
use it because somebody's Facebook Marketplace doesn't work on his phone.
Yep, and that is just setting up alerts for your common items that you tend to pick up and sell well on Facebook Marketplace. You can set alerts in Marketplace, and we're not going to try and explain how to do that. You can Google that.
Yep.
But set up alerts for common things like your point and shoot cameras, your inflatables.
My Department 56.
Department 56 for your Bed Bath & Beyond stuff, or not Bed Bath & Beyond, Bath & Body Works stuff. Bed Bath & Beyond, they're out of business. So maybe for them too.
Anything that you typically sell.
Your bread and butter.
Yes, that's what you would do. And also I think I'm going to set up one, I haven't yet, but one that says collection or lot. Just because, you know, we are trying to move towards that of bigger buying lots of stuff. Yep. Yeah, we tried it once. It hasn't been so good lately. But yeah, so set up the alerts just so that you get notified when somebody lists something on Marketplace.
It's such a simple thing to do, and a lot of times you're like, well, this was just listed an hour ago and it's already pending. How are they getting to it so fast? That's how.
Yep.
Like if we'd have known that in the beginning, I think we would have had a lot more sourcing opportunities. Now you have to be able to go get it too, and we have to drive about an hour to get anything. So sometimes it wouldn't work out, but knowing it's there, depending on what it is, sometimes it will work out.
On that subject too, I know I've watched Jess and Zena from Resell the Ride, and they have offer up and free something that they get notified when there's free stuff offered on this app or this website, that they can go pick through it and get it. We live too far away from a town to do that, and they don't do that here in Madison, because Madison's like
it's a small town.
Old people, kind of an old people town.
It's a college town.
Well, I know,
most of the people who live here are older people.
Yeah, it is an older town, so they don't necessarily use the technology. But yeah, I think if we lived closer to Sioux Falls, I think that would be a good thing to have, just so it alerts you when there's free stuff.
And you could set an alert for free on Facebook Marketplace too.
You can.
So it's just a matter of being able to get there. A lot of the curb alert type stuff, the free stuff, it's first come, first serve. There's no holds. So you'd have to be able to get there pretty quickly. So, all right, the next one.
The next one is Blacklist garage sale list. So
most people think of making a garage sale list, they're listing the garage sales every week to go to.
Yes, but it's not. We do make lists of garage sales to go to every week. And typically I don't look to see what they're selling. I don't do any of that. If it's a garage sale listed for the day that we go garage selling, it's on my list and we go. However, we have hit some that we've added to a blacklist. Like if they pop up, we are not going.
Yeah, we have some garage sales in the local community that for one reason or another, just like on your eBay when you block someone, we have a block list for garage sales that as we're making our list of where to go, if they're on our block list, we won't go to them. Like we'll cross them off the list. And it could be for various reasons. There's the couponer garage sales that are always out.
Yep.
Sometimes we will go to those, especially
when
if
Corey needs deodorant.
Yeah, if I need deodorant or something like that. Like they are good if you're frugal. You can buy stuff from there.
Yep.
But there's other reasons too. Sometimes it's just, you know that they sell clothes and they're open every weekend and they're always selling clothes, but they're also chain smoking in the garage with the clothes. Like we'll just not go.
Yep, career garage sellers, which I know in some towns they only allow you to have like 2 garage sales a year. Otherwise they consider you a store.
Amazon bin store garage sales. We have a lot of those that just buy from bin stores or liquidation pallets, and which are a lot of times from Amazon or something like that. And we tend to avoid those too because one, they're high priced, and two, a lot of counterfeits, just like the bin stores themselves. So we make a blacklist, and as you start looking for garage sales, you kind of start remembering what's on that list.
We have that one guy that always has that huge garage sale set up in his yard.
Yep.
That he doesn't
like
negotiate. Yeah, and I mean, he's got tables upon tables upon tables, and we've never really found a whole lot there.
We have found some diamonds in the rough there, but it's to the point now where we've seen what he has.
Yep.
Like it doesn't seem like he gets new inventory. He just has like a decade's worth of stuff already. Yep. But the blacklist for the garage sales, it's a time saver.
Yes.
Period. I mean, that's why we have it. Not just to avoid the garage sales. It is a huge time saver if you're not driving across town to go to a garage sale you know is bad. So start making a blacklist for your garage sales, and it will save you time overall.
The last thing is something I've done for a while with our clothes, but I've started to do it with other stuff that we have. So putting numbers on bags or putting numbers on items when you put them in the tote.
Yeah. Well, here, let's just show you. Let me show you. So here's some examples of that not happening. Like a tote like this just has all kinds of things in it. I mean, you can kind of see they're all just loose.
Come to this side, it's better.
It's got a little bit of everything in it. And sometimes it can be hard to find items even in just a tote, even when you know it's in that tote. But sometimes when you're throwing a whole bunch of stuff in a tote, it's easier just to go ahead and number them. So we know when we're going to pull out of this tote, we're pulling out of tote number 3.
And we're pulling item number 6.
Pulling item number 6.
Or whatever.
All right, so that actually does a couple of things. One, it actually organizes and saves you time. It's much easier to find them. And we just put that tote 3-6 in our custom SKU. But 2, it also isolates that item. So we do that with clothes. We do it with almost everything now that'll fit in a bag. We kind of do that way, because it actually isolates that item from being stained or gotten dirty by something else. If it's got smells to it, every item you buy from a garage sale kind of has smells to it. People's houses have smells to them. So you isolate those and keep them with that item. You're not stinking up. Like if you get one that you didn't recognize had some really bad cigarette smoke in it, you're not contaminating the entire tote. So that for us has been huge in many ways. Just being able to find it and not having products ruin other products.
Yes, and it does make searching a lot easier when I'm ready to start pulling orders. So,
yeah. All right, let's look at some other things that sold.
We sold a pen. We sold our last pen, and I think it went to the same guy that bought every one of the other pens that we had.
It might have. So it's one of these, it's Quill brand.
Yep, it's a Quill stainless steel and chrome tips ballpoint black ink pen.
That's the pen there. They're pretty fancy pens. We bought a bunch of these and lighters.
50 cents a piece.
Yep.
50 cents or 25, one or the other.
Yeah, they were fairly cheap for us, but we bought them. They were all brand new, but they actually have a company name on them.
I think so. I don't remember.
They did sell. Finally. They sold slow, but they did sell. And that sold for how much?
That sold for $12. That was our last one. Now, if somebody wants to come on and buy a whole bunch of lighters.
They're fancy lighters.
Fancy lighters. We have a whole bunch of them in our store. But yeah, $12 plus shipping. So speaking of that numbering system, when I was pulling orders this morning, this is what made me remember it.
48 and 52.
Yes, it is. So a little bit of backstory on these. We went to a garage sale was that not the last Thursday, the weekend before.
It's the weekend before 4th of July.
Yep. We went to this garage sale, and I'm a sucker for trinket boxes. I've actually overpaid for a couple trinket boxes before. I did sell them. I didn't lose money. But we went to this garage sale, and they had a whole table full of trinket boxes. Yes, about 50% of them were Christmas, but there was a whole lot of other cool ones. Like there's a Titanic ship with Jack and Rose.
There's the little crab one, which also sold.
That one's coming up.
Yep.
But the two that we sold, I'll have Corey put a picture up there, is we sold to the same person. They're both made by the same brand. They're Midwest of Cannon Falls. One is a bird in a nest, and he has a little trinket egg. And the other one is a cat with a fishbowl, and it also has a little trinket fish.
I know we've said it before, like trinket boxes have been good for us from the very beginning. There's something we can pick up at almost every sale. Somebody has a little trinket box somewhere, and they always sell for $10 to $20.
Yep, and I think I ended up, end count of listings, I had 115 listings.
Yep.
That doesn't include, there were some that were duplicates, but I think we'll do pretty good because that's like 40-some cents a piece.
Yeah, and I think it came out to like $1,400 or $1,500 worth of listings. So we did we'll do well on them long term.
Yes.
But again, trinket boxes always seem to sell for us. They sit for a little while, but they always move out of here. So, all right, what else we got?
We sold some measuring cups. Do you want to know why these ones sold?
I know they've been sitting here for a little while.
I touched them and moved them the other day.
Home Sweet Home measuring cups.
Those came out of, I think they came out of our very first storage unit.
Yep.
So we have had them for a while. They're Home Sweet Home ceramic. They're blue and cream colored.
Yeah, they're kind of cool.
But they sold for $12 plus shipping.
There you go. All right, so our next one we've actually mentioned before, and we actually, if you look in our Amazon store link from below, I believe it's in there already. It's silver cleaner, like Goddard silver cleaner.
Yep.
It's silver cleaner that you just take whatever it is, silver or silver plated, you throw it in the container with it and pull it back out, and it's basically clean. It's not polished, but it's shiny silver clean.
It takes off all of the tarnish that was on it. But somebody did inform me too that also takes off a little bit of the silver when it does
probably. But it allows you to buy some really ugly tarnished silver that you would normally pass because you don't want to do the work to clean it up. And it makes it more valuable too, because there's a big difference between selling silver that has a year's worth of polishing that needs to be done, that's just tarnished and ugly, and selling silver that's pretty shiny.
And might need a polish.
Right. So being able to just take the silver you buy, or being able to buy silver you normally wouldn't buy and just throw it in this dip and pull it back out and it's good to go. You wash it off, photograph it, and bag it up. That has saved us a lot, and it's allowed us to buy things we would have left behind. So that one's been a pretty good for us, and we do use the product.
I do.
And we would recommend it. So if you're looking for that, it's called Goddard Silver Cleaner, right?
Goddard Silver Dip, I think is what it is officially. But the next item I am getting ready to use a whole lot because my huge Barbie doll box that I bought at a hoarder's house has like a musty smell to it. So I am going to use our ozone generator to get rid of those musty smells. It also allows you, to get rid of those smells. if you happen to pick up something that had cigarette smell or musty smell.
We've had a lot of things. If you've been doing this for a little while, you'll know you'll get things that you wouldn't expect to have smells that have smells. VCRs that were in houses where people smoked for a long time, like electronics, radios, VCRs.
Games.
It's weird, but at a garage sale, I would recommend picking up those electronics and smelling them, because if they've been in a house with a smoker, oftentimes, especially when you turn them on and those fans start moving, that smoke smell just comes out of them.
It does.
We have an old Nintendo that smells of smoke so bad that, or did smell of smoke so bad that it was crazy. Like if you were able to turn it on, I think you'd make your whole house stink. But because of the ozone generator, we were able to actually blow it out with an air hose, clean it up, and put it in a small room with the ozone generator for just 10, 15 minutes, and the smells are gone. So that thing has been a huge saver of products that we probably would have thrown away because they were that bad.
Yep.
So, and the next one, I think, has nothing to do with a product or anything. It's just the draft bank in general.
Yes, it's adding the items to your draft bank, making them till they're ready to list. Add them to your draft bank or do your scheduled listings with them, so that, you know, if you get busy one day and you don't have time to list anything, you can either just go pull them from your draft bank and they're ready, you just hit list, or they automatically schedule through the scheduled thing to save time and, you know, give you that break that you sometimes need.
I actually think of the draft bank as kind of, imagine having a job where you go to work and your boss says, here's the 500 things that we're trying to accomplish this month. And if you get all 500 of them done today, then you don't have to come to work the rest of the month. Like, you're able to bank your work is kind of the way it works. Well, this is only 250, not 500, but you're able to actually bank your work up. If you want to do it all in one day and have it in the bank to where all you got to do is submit it on the day it's due, or on the day you want it to drop, then that's kind of what the draft bank is for. And that's been a huge for us, because we have to schedule our listing days to 1 or 2 days a week. So the draft bank, if you're not using the draft bank, I would highly recommend it, because it does give you a lot of freedom in this job. Otherwise, there's no way we could keep up with our listing. I mean, we just couldn't do it. All right, so back to what sold.
We are. You already gave away this next one.
I did, didn't I?
You did.
That's all right. Number 16, you can't really see him anyway.
You could kind of see his color, but he is an orange and yellow porcelain hinged trinket box. And he has a little silver trinket with him.
We don't know what it is.
I don't know if it's a claw.
Looks like a wishbone.
Yeah, I don't know what it is. You can see it in the picture when Corey shows it up here, if he shows it up here. But that's our third trinket box. We did sell another one earlier this morning. And so I'm pretty sure we're almost to the point of being fully recouped. On our $50 that we spent. So everything else is gravy.
We like gravy.
Okay, so that one sold for $15.99 plus shipping.
Got a filter, something as simple as that.
I put that up there and Corey was like, where did we even get this from?
When you're buying an estate sale, you're buying everything that was in another person's house. It's some things, sometimes you just get weird stuff like this that you wouldn't think to ever see, but
so this is a Simplicity filter system for a centralized vacuum cleaner in a house.
That's it.
And it sold for $35, $34.99 plus shipping.
Sometimes just the weirdest things.
The next item that sold is actually going to ship right across the state from us.
That's from the Stampede Rodeo.
It is. It is a 1985 Corn Palace Stampede Rodeo pewter belt buckle. It is number 192 of 300 for South Dakota. So
there you go.
Anybody that knows, the Corn Palace Stampede Rodeo is held in Mitchell, which is where the Corn Palace is. And so somebody in South Dakota decided they wanted this.
That's from 1985, that's pretty cool.
It sold for $12 plus shipping.
There you go. All right, next one I would say is a major one, and it's one I think a lot of people don't have, but I would highly encourage you to get it. And that's a community of other resellers to talk to. We're actually part of a couple of online groups that we talk to fairly regularly. And just having the expertise of other people, and it doesn't matter if you're both everything sellers or not, somebody knows more about something than you. Everybody knows more about something than you do in some area.
They do. So like when we got into those Robert Graham shirts from our storage unit.
Somebody in our group knew about it.
Somebody in our group knew about it. What was the other thing recently that I asked about?
I don't
remember. But yeah, just having that other people that do what you do to be able to bounce, one, ideas off of. Two, you know, if you're looking at doing a huge buyout and saying, hey, you know, what do you think of this? Do you think it's worth it to do this? Just having that other person that understands what you're going through or what you're doing to chat with.
There's a lot of questions in the world, period, that Google can't answer, that other people with experience can answer. So having a group of resellers that do what you do to say, hey, have you ever ran into this? And having somebody that has almost every time. Like we've got people that know about comics. We got people that know about glass and brass,
silver and clothes.
And you could just reach out because you all talk back and forth in this little group. So find a group of resellers that you have something in common with, and figure out how to get into some kind of a community with them.
Yep. And another piece on that was one of the people that's in our group. I'm a big one for like Department 56 and Lomax and that kind of stuff. And he was just going to put these things up on their auction site that they do, and they sell it for like $1. And I'm like, no, if you fix it and you note it on there that, you know, it was broken but it's been repaired, they still sell.
Yeah. Speaking of them, like Steve and Donna from Happy Heart Treasures is one of the people we're in a group with. Yep. And we're getting ready to go in a month and a half, 2 months. We're getting ready to go down to a group, to a highway sale with those guys in Nebraska. And
it's the first time we've ever picked with them.
Yep.
Well,
we picked with them at thrift stores, which is a lot different.
It's different than going to garage sales.
Yep. So while we're down there, that Friday, August 30th, we're actually going to do like a dinner meetup. So if anybody's in that area, in the Nebraska area, during the, what do they call that sale?
Bargains for You on 92.
Bargains for You on 92 sale. August 28th, 29th, and 30th? Or 29th,
30th, 31st.
We're going to be at that sale. We're going to be shopping. So, but that Friday night, the 30th,
yep. we're going to stop shopping and we're going to all eat together.
Yep. And we're inviting you guys to be there. If anybody wants to stop in and just have a meal with us and chit chat and be part of a community temporarily, even for a meal, let us know. I'm going to put a Facebook link below. You can actually go join the Facebook group. All we're asking, there's no cost or anything other than you got to pay for your meal.
Yep.
But all we're asking is let us know you're coming so we can make a reservation for enough people.
Yep. We just have to be able to find a restaurant that's big enough for everybody.
Yeah. So I'll share that link below. If you are in the area, we'd love to meet you, and we're always looking for new people to network with. So, all right. What's the next one?
Batteries.
Batteries.
Carry batteries. I wear a fanny pack. I don't wear it as a fanny pack. I wear it as like a crossbody.
She wears a crossbody fanny pack. She looks ridiculous, and I love it.
Only I need a new one, so I need to be on the hunt for a new one because
it's not
when
in here, is it?
No, it's not. When I spray painted our porch, I left it sitting down on the place where we have plants, and so I spray painted it so it has brown on top of my blue. But in there, I have a battery. I have batteries. Typically, I carry a AA. I need to add some AAA to it just in case.
A 9-volt.
I don't.
Be nice to have a 9-volt.
Yeah, but carry batteries with you so you can test stuff. Like we've done it in cameras. You drop it in, and not that we don't walk away from cameras very often, but if they're point and shoot cameras, we just drop the batteries in, check it, and that's a bonus.
We used to buy a lot of stuff on a wish and a prayer as far as if it works, it could be really worth it.
Yep.
And even a lot of stuff that had corroded battery compartments that we were like, well, maybe I can clean it up and it'll still work. If you take batteries with you, you take that off the table, and you will save yourself from buying some garbage just by taking batteries with you. And we've kind of since, unless we could sell it for parts for the profit we're looking to get, we've kind of started just not buying projects. If you're telling yourself, well, I can fix that, put it down. Walk away from it.
Yep.
You don't have time. We have so much stuff here to sell that we don't have to fix. We don't need to be fixing things.
Correct.
So batteries kind of prevent you from making the bad buys. All right. But this one should probably be Teresa's. We carry our IKEA bags.
We do.
And, well, we have a My Reseller Genie bag. We have a Vendu bag, and we have our IKEA bags. We carry those with us in the car when we go garage selling.
because if you put your stuff in them as you're buying them, then when you get ready to take them into your eBay store, your eBay shop, your house, wherever you store your stuff, you just grab a bag and go.
Yeah, it keeps things organized and it keeps things from breaking. If we're just throwing things in the trunk, stuff's rolling around and smashing into each other, and it's easy just to have a bag where you could put everything, well, multiple bags, keep it organized, keep it from getting broke, and then when you do have to unload, like she said, it's much easier to grab 1 or 2 bags than 12 handfuls of random whatever.
Whatever we bought that day.
Yep.
But yes, always, even if they're just, even if you're just using like the reusable grocery bags, you know what I'm talking about? Not necessarily the IKEA bags, because not everybody goes shopping for that much stuff. But yeah, whatever bags you have, put them in your car, use them to transfer your stuff in and out of.
So yeah, that's it. That's our 9 cheat codes as we see it. And we know there's more that we're not thinking of. There's more that you guys use that we'd be happy if you'd share with us. So throw them in the comment section below. Anything that makes your life easier, saves time, makes you more money, whatever you think of that kind of falls in this category. If you'd like to share with us, please do. We've got just a couple more things that sold.
We do.
So what are those?
We sold a Barbie. We sold a 2003 Holiday Wishes Barbie doll. She is nude.
Yep.
And she sold for $12.99.
I don't think you have to tell them that she's nude.
Well,
it seems just like an extra bit of rude. You don't have to embarrass the girl.
She's naked.
They can see. All right. So what did she sell for?
$12.99.
Did you already say that?
Yes, I did.
See, I was just focusing on you insulting our dolls. All right.
So,
Starbucks.
I don't pick up a whole lot of Starbucks cups anymore, just because they don't sell really great. I know. This one has some chips on it. I did note them in the listing. It is a 2020 Starbucks Rising Floral Stainless Steel Tumbler. It does not have the straw in it either. So don't pass by them just because they don't have the straw. It might sell either way.
Yeah. What did this one sell for?
$14.99.
Yeah. I was just making sure I get the lid off. All right. So that's Starbucks. All right. What else you got?
That's it.
That's it?
That's
we
it.
got nothing else. So we're going to get out of here. We got to get a bunch of stuff packed up.
We do.
It is Monday for us. So big post office day. We're going to get at it. We'll see you guys next time.
Hasta la vista, baby.